After months of discussions and meetings, 2 data centers projects in Franklin County could see the first significant decision on the development efforts Tuesday night. The projects could come with a huge economic potential for the county, but they are facing fierce community pushback. Good evening, I'm Russell Kinsall. Thank you for joining us. Franklin County, the latest battleground over data centers. First at 10, Sean Loging is speaking with residents south of Pacific who are counting down the days till a big decision. Sean?
That is right, Russell. Developers for these projects call them one of the biggest and largest economic opportunities for Franklin County in its history and would have minimal noise, light, and environmental impact. But after a meeting that lasted nearly 11 hours last month, there remains stiff community pushback.
This is just incredible here, the beauty of this.
For Scott and Sue Matthews, there's a lot at stake.
What we, pursued for retirement and to have something for our children, our grandchildren, to be able to, experience nature and grow a garden and play in the creek and fish, all of that's in jeopardy now.
Scott says they live about 800 feet from where Beltline Energy is proposing a $16 billion large data center project.
I'm afraid there's forces at play that are the big, financial forces behind this driving an agenda.
Tuesday night, that project, along with the Gateway Digital Campus proposed near Villa Ridge, could see the Franklin County Planning and Zoning Commission issue a recommendation to the County Commission, such as approve or deny both projects' rezoning requests.
I'm not feeling real good about it. I just think it's kind of already decided.
There's a lot of us who feel like we haven't been heard.
Outside the home of Twyla Ashworth, about 400 feet from the proposed data center property south of Pacific, sits a number of signs laying out her stance. Friday morning, she found them gone.
And then we're finding out through a lot of texts to each other that all of our signs have been taken down.
She says they learned that MoDOT took them down. And MoDOT confirms to First Alert 4 that crews removed unauthorized signs on the state right-of-way during maintenance work, including some not related to the data center.
MoDOT, they kind of explain things. And that helped a lot, but I think they could have handled it a whole lot better just by taking the signs down and just laying them up on our property with a letter or a note.
A spokesperson for MoDOT pointing to state law and department policies, saying installation and maintenance of these items is unsafe for people to do so. They can also be dangerous distractions to motorists and obstacles to department roadside operations. Both an issue that's caused a lot of tension, it's another point of contention, as many around this proposed site want the process to slow down or halt.
Don't put them in agricultural places, put them in industrial places, put them in places they aren't going to harm endangered species, but they're just moving too fast.
On Tuesday's agenda, the Planning and Zoning Commission also taking up regulations for data centers in Franklin County. The County Commission would have the final say on that and the rezoning requests. In the newsroom, Sean Loging, First Alert 4.